Welcome back, everybody, to my channel. So, sometimes I do a few different videos, some projects and whatnot. So today, over the holiday weekend, I got to sit down with my family and discuss some movies. So I know that you guys have seen my brother before on a. I think it was the Hunt for Gollum.
Yes, we
video.
did. We did the Hunt for Gollum video.
Yeah, some speculations and ideas of what it was,
Yep.
and it was a good time. And so today, it's going to be a part one of our top 100 movies. Big 100.
Yes, 100 to 51.
Yeah, so this
Right.
video will be our basically going from 100 down to 1. So this part 1 is going to be 100 to 51. Part 2 will be 50 down to our ultimate favorite movie of all times. So basically what we'll be doing is going down a list that we've created ourselves. We haven't seen each other's lists yet, so it might vary a lot or a little. I'm assuming a lot because we both have interests. Like you probably have some westerns, I have none. So
Yeah.
things like that. So without further ado, I think we should just
Should we just begin?
I think we're just going to go right into it
Yep.
because movies are our passion, and going down the list and stuff, we can just kind of explain briefly why we like each film, and it's kind of all it is, but it's fun to kind of read off our top 100 movies.
Yeah.
So
Try to keep each 30-second, just a quick rundown of what it is, why it's our favorite, maybe
I think so.
why it's maybe high or why it should be lower.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, just a brief reasoning. So I think guests should go first.
All right.
I think you should go first.
This one will probably be on a lot of top 100, top 50s, but Shutter Island is my number 100.
Okay.
Barely made the cut.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it very much. First time I watched it, very good. And then it doesn't have the best rewatch value, but still very good movie. Like Scorsese, great director. So yeah, that's my 100.
Okay, that's your 100. My 100 is a musical from YouTube called Annie. And this is a spoof of Star Wars. So it's like top 100 because yes, I do enjoy watching it, but I don't go and rewatch it. There's a lot of good jokes. There's a lot of Star Wars jokes in it. That's why I personally like it, and I like musicals. So that's why it's kind of like at the 100 mark. So yeah. So
All right.
99.
99. Fan favorite. This is probably one of the best cartoon movies. Aladdin.
Oh,
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Great genie.
Yeah.
What was it, 1989? Probably around there,
It
1990.
was maybe was it like 90s ish?
Something like that.
Yeah,
I don't.
It was a
remember
while
the date,
ago.
but yeah, great story. I mean,
92.
92.
There we go.
Thank you. And yeah, one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. I mean, just having it on VHS.
Yes, VHS. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I like that. 99 for me is Karate Kid, the original.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Very great. I could rewatch that a lot of times. Not too much, but I remember us watching it on TV like all the time, and it's good action, good drama. I mean,
I think Dad still watches it almost every day upstairs. So.
Yeah, he loves that movie. I'm sure it's on his list.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 98.
98. This one, I could almost put this one even a little bit further, but Fargo. Fargo is
that a Western?
This is a detective-ish movie. It's about Fargo, North Dakota.
North Dakota. Okay,
There's a series of murders that happen, and
what time period?
It's supposed to be set in like the 60s, I believe, 60s or 70s.
Oh, okay.
So this is the movie. There's also a show on Hulu, I believe. First season's good. Second season's okay, and I haven't seen the other ones, but
all right.
Yeah, this was good, and it's pretty graphic actually. There's a couple scenes that's really graphic. Steve Buscemi's in it.
Oh, nice.
It's like, I can't remember the other
bloody
actors,
graphic, like
kind of
like.
This is where there's like a famous wood chipper scene that they kind of most movies will reference maybe, or at least have a reference to that. So yeah,
crazy.
Yep, that's 98.
98. All right, 98 for me is Star Wars Episode 2.
Okay.
Attack of the Clones.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a little far back there, and I was kind of considering if I wanted to put it in the list in general, just because I know that Attack of the Clones is not the favorite out of the prequels. A lot of people hate 1, but a lot of people hate 2 as well. I like it just because I reference it a lot as a joke, especially
Yes.
with the sand joke and
I hate
Anakin and all that.
Yeah.
I hate sand, yeah.
Yep.
And I feel like the whole Jedi battle at the end was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the Geonosis fight, but yeah, I mean that's kind of my reasoning. I like Star Wars, so
Yeah. I mean,
I have.
it's a hate love movie, you know. And
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nostalgia, and I
Yeah.
really like it.
Yeah.
I don't have it on here, but
Yeah, well that's why
it was probably one of my favorite movies growing up with the battle
at the end.
Yeah, in the
Geonosis whole.
like that gladiator arena. I don't
It's like
know
an
what called,
arena
but-
fight.
Yeah.
All right, cool. 97.
97, big movie. Tom Hanks,
Uh huh. Oh, big.
not big.
Oh, okay.
One of his best movies. Sorry, that's probably not a good
Yeah.
way to
Cast
phrase
away.
it. Forrest Gump.
Forrest
Gump is 97.
Okay. Yeah.
Very solid movie. I love all the historical references there.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I think one of his best performances. I'm usually actually not a Tom Hanks guy.
That's true. I don't really watch a lot of his movies.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is one of my favorites of him.
I like
So,
that. 97 for me is Narnia Prince Caspian.
Nice.
Yeah, so I like it, not near as much as Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, but I liked the action, like the fight sequences. I liked the castle invasion, or the attempted, siege against the castle, and then the battle at the end in the open plains with like the
that's
ruins.
so cool. Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool.
When they kind of do that like underground bomb.
Yeah.
But without like
and they're like
explosives. Yeah.
knocking out like the columns from
Yeah.
underneath, and then just goes.
Yeah. I like the mythology. with
Yes.
All the centaurs and the minotaurs are.
Yeah, all the different creatures.
They're utilized well.
Yeah.
Because like you don't see like.
I like it also because they form an alliance against. I'm blanking on the name already, but like the soldiers, basically,
Yeah.
like humans, basically. They all unite, even though they probably fought against each other during Queen Jade, or Jade, is it Jade or Jadis, her rule. Now they're uniting against one common foe, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't remember what that name is.
Yeah,
either.
I know. I know
on
that the Mariners or something like that.
Yes, that sounds.
Sounds familiar,
Yeah,
or
that sounds
around there, but
close.
that's
Yeah.
mine. So,
All
right,
96.
96.
310 to Yuma. This is a western. So this is the newer version with Christian Bale and Russell Crowe, not the old one. I've
Oh.
not seen the old one, but
So a
it's on my.
remake.
Yes, it's a remake.
Cool,
The
cool.
original 310 to Yuma was a 1950s, I believe, or
Wow.
60s. But
Cool.
yeah, this is a great movie, solid western. I think it might be in top 10 western movies for me. I have a lot of westerns on here, so
Gotcha.
yep.
All right. 96 for me is the first Ace Ventura,
Okay,
Pet
nice.
Detective. Very, very funny. I don't think I reference as much as When Nature Calls, the second one, but it still has a lot of good lines, and it has a lot of hilarious scenes, and it's Jim Carrey. So
Yeah, so yeah,
it's Ace Ventura, so I had to include it.
yeah.
I had to include
have,
both, but
I have an Ace Ventura
yeah.
higher up than most people probably would ever have.
Yeah.
But
But for us as like a family, we reference Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
So much. So
Bumblebee Tuna. Oh, no, that's the
that's the second. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the
that's
second
a-
one. Second
yeah.
one's so much better.
Yeah.
All right, that's my 96. So 95.
95.
Yes.
Us. Us
Us.
is a
Yeah.
Jordan Peele movie, and I actually like this one more than Get Out. Thought the story was better,
Okay.
character progression was better. I just liked. I guess it was more of a horror than Get Out. Get Out was probably a
Thriller.
thriller.
Yeah.
It's,
Us
yeah.
was more like doppelganger effect, where it's like
Yeah, yeah.
they're like replicating the family.
Yep,
Pretty much.
exactly.
So,
No,
I mean, that's
exactly
kind of
what's
what a
happening.
doppelganger does.
But yeah, I thought this was a very solid movie, and I enjoyed it. I wish I could have watched it in theater, though. I feel like that would have helped. Because I
been-
just watched it on a small TV.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah,
Yeah.
college life.
Cool. My 95 is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So, for me, I like the second one just because, first of all, it's long, and I like my long movies. Like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, I love those. Like, very good time to world build in a way. But this is
Yes.
the second Harry Potter, and I like the whole basilisk sneaking around, petrifying students, and like the whole thing of Voldemort being his spiritual self and trying to gain the life of a victim. I'm like, okay, well that's like definitely villainous behavior, but it's also just really cool to really think about a hidden threat that you don't see until the very end. Very cool.
Yeah, and you
Builds the
learn
suspense.
You learn about Harry's connection
Yeah.
too, which is good.
Yeah. So 94.
94, The Menu.
Menu. Oh.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's such a good movie. Ralph Fiennes, right?
Ralph Fiennes.
Talking about Voldemort.
Yeah. Yep. And
that was a good one.
Ralph Fiennes is amazing, and it almost
Yeah.
carries that entire movie.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yes.
I mean, he kind of has to. He's
Yeah.
kind of the
very culty, right? It's a very culty movie, right?
Yes.
In a way.
Yeah, and
Because it has that house with like the triangle, and it's like orange. I forget.
I don't
Or no,
remember.
was
I
that
mean,
a
they're
different
kind of
one?
inside the house the whole time where he's cooking.
It's a weird.
and stuff, but
It's a weird looking house. Or no, it's a house or something.
It
Anyway.
looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a restaurant, yes, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So, I don't even know what else to say. It's a good thriller. It's a thriller about food. It's a thriller about food.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. Don't really.
Crazy stuff happens.
Yeah. But some of the best movies, in my opinion, are the ones that are really nuanced and weird, where they kind of
yeah.
have this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very niche. I
Yes,
feel like the
that's
niche
good, yep.
movies are hard to make successfully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
My 94 is A Haunting in Venice. So this was one of the murder mysteries a couple of years ago. It's a pretty newer movie, I guess.
Yeah,
it was like
a couple of years
3
ago.
years maybe
Yeah.
ago. Really cool stuff where it's like, okay, well, is this place really haunted? And then in the end, it's actually pretty much somebody making it a sham.
Yep.
And I feel like it was really cool because Venice, first of all, is a very cool setting, and it's kind of like the spooky setting. But is it really? No, not really. It's just a murder mystery.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not like a sequel, but they had more Murder on the Orient Express, and then this was kind of the second version, sort of.
Yeah.
Not like version, but same detective.
Yeah,
whatever,
the same
and then
detective. Like
same
there's some of the same characters are there, so it's just like, oh, look at that, they're here again.
Yep.
So. All right, 93.
93, Judas and the Black Messiah. This is a historical movie, but it was made maybe 10 years ago.
Oh,
It's
really?
recent.
Okay.
So yeah, it follows the Black Panther Party, and there's just a lot of different betrayals and like kind of their rise to power.
Interesting.
And it was
It's a very historical
Yeah.
piece then. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's very powerful movie, very very good, I think. So
Yeah. Okay, I like that. My 93 is Star Trek, but the Chris Pine first Star Trek
Yeah.
movie. So I'm because there's like 20 different Star Trek movies. I might get if anybody out there is actually watches Star Trek as much as I do. Like I love the OG show and I love Next Generation. I still enjoyed the first Star Trek because it had a lot of action and stuff, and a lot of people hated for it because it's not Star Trek. Like it doesn't go back to its roots where it's all like drama and speeches and all that stuff, which I get it, but it was cool and it had really cool sound effects and there's a lot of action. Chris Pine did a really good job, I thought, in the first Star Trek.
I was just gonna add with the effects and like more action based. You kind of see that beginning of the 2000s when you look at like Star Wars and Pirates of the Caribbean. Now Star Trek.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like 2008, 2009. I think.
Yeah, around
the
there.
first one.
I think it was. Yeah.
They're trying to they're getting a sense of how to use CGI.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
they can do that, it's like, hey, here's Star Trek. Like this is what it's. We've figured out how to use CGI.
Yeah.
So now let's make this blockbuster film. And
Yeah.
I agree. I think Star Trek's great.
Very good. All right, 92.
92. This is underrated. Probably one of my favorite comedies. Naked Gun.
Nope, haven't seen it.
Not seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Naked
I've heard
Gun,
of it, never seen it.
There's 3 of them.
Oh.
And I recently rewatched the first one.
Okay.
And I really want to rewatch now the second and the third one.
So it's a comedy then?
Yes, it's a comedy. It's like it's almost like a Mel Brooks movie. So it's kind of like
almost a spoof?
It's kind of a spoof off of Police Detective.
Okay.
It's not like Ace Ventura. It's a lot of like
Okay.
one-liners. Yeah, Leslie Nielsen is
Okay.
the
It seems
main actor.
very much like it gives me the vibe of why am I blanking on the name? Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Like just looking at like the poster.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, it could be.
Because
Yeah.
they're not like a spoof, but it's more of just like almost making fun of like, you know, the Tom Cruise like or like the
Yeah,
Impossible
yeah.
thing, you know, like
It's almost kind of making fun of like, what's the Mel Gibson and,
Robin Hood or
no,
but
Lethal
yeah.
Weapon. Lethal Weapon.
Oh, okay, sure.
So, but yeah. I won't say
Okay,
anything.
okay.
Yep.
My 92 is another musical, actually. It's called Twisted, and guess what? It's a spoof of Aladdin.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Wow. I've not heard of that one.
yeah. So, I actually really enjoy this musical. They actually have, like, really good songs, too. Like, they have catchy songs. But yeah, it's actually a story about Jafar. But obviously they twist the story on, you know, the whole thing. That's the whole premise. Oh, that's why it's called Twisted. They take the story of Aladdin and they make the good characters bad and the bad characters good. So it's an interesting
Yeah.
concept. It's really funny. Yeah, there's the posters basically.
Yeah.
This is another of the musicals that are on YouTube. It's from Star Kid. That was like 10 years ago or something like that. But I personally enjoy it. So
Yeah.
91.
91. This will be one of me and Jackson's favorite
Uh-huh.
movies growing up. I can guarantee that.
Okay.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah. Yes.
Kung Fu Panda is so
How would
good.
you like to chew on my
Oh,
fist? Yes. I love that one. The first one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The first
yes,
one.
yes. Oh,
Great villain, Tai
Yes.
Lung.
Mhm.
So good.
finally, our
yeah.
battle will be legendary. I like that. Enough said.
Yeah, I mean Jack Black.
Yep.
There's a great
There's-
cast.
there's-
Seth Rogen is in it.
mhm.
Ian McShane, who does Tai Lung.
Hmm. Didn't Jackie Chan do the
Jackie
monkey?
Chan is Monkey.
Yeah. Dustin Hoffman.
Angel- yeah.
With
Master Shifu.
Shifu. Yep. Yep.
And then Crane is. Oh, he's from Arrested Development.
Oh.
David Cross.
Okay.
He's like a comedian and
Oh, nice.
yeah, he's great. He's funny.
That's awesome.
Oh, who else? Oh yeah, Angelina Jolie is
Yeah.
Tigress.
She's yeah.
so
Yeah, stacked cast.
stacked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
All right, I like that one. 91 for me is Spaceballs.
nice. There we go, Mel Brooks right
Yep,
there.
they're right there.
Yep.
Obviously, another. As you guys can tell, I like my spoof movies.
And
so-
you like your Star Wars.
And I like my Star
So-
Wars. So.
Yep.
And it's crazy to really like say that. Like, look at all these Star Wars ones, but like more than Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, Lord of the Rings and Middle Earth, but. Yeah, Spaceballs, stupid humor, but you know, it's use the Schwartz, things like that.
Yeah.
It just gets me. I don't know.
we ain't found shit.
Comb the desert, and there's just a giant comb.
Man, we ain't found shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So
The sweeps, the creeps,
The sweeps.
the bleeps.
we got jammed, and it's just like jam leaking in the monitors. All right, 90.
90.
We're getting out of the 90s, guys.
Ford v Ferrari, or Ford versus Ferrari. This was
right. That was recent, right?
yeah, 2017 or 18.
What's our time right now, actually?
Ford
Alright.
v Ferrari, Christian Bale, Matt Damon.
Mhm.
Great. It's definitely like a bro guy movie.
I-
Talking about cars and
definitely
races,
got
but it's good acting, great story. Yeah.
Because I remember seeing like the previews for that whenever we went to like the movies, the theaters, and it's like, oh, okay, interesting.
Also a historical film, I think, set in the 60s, 70s, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
I like that. 90 for me is another musical. I got a lot of musicals in my 51 through 100, so that's just me. This one's called A Very Potter Musical. This is a spoof. Again, I know you guys will be tired of me hearing this, but it's another spoof of Harry Potter. So this is a very, I wouldn't say a very old one, but the same people who made Twisted and Annie also made a Harry Potter
Wow.
musical.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to get into. It's an acquired taste, as some people would say. And I think I've watched this maybe 15 to 20 times, and I listened to it at work, listened to the songs, and the humor is very very niche, very you just gotta really get into it. So
Yeah.
but all right, 89.
Super bad.
Super bad.
Super bad comedy. 2007.
I was gonna say earlier.
Jonah Hill. It's got McLovin in it.
Okay.
Michael Cera.
Oh, McLovin.
Yeah.
Oh, with the fake ID and
Yes,
all that stuff. Okay. I don't think I ever saw the whole thing.
Seth Rogen and Bill Hader. Bill Hader's great. Yeah, just a great comedy.
It's kind of like a party movie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sort of. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
89 for me is The Incredibles.
Nice.
The
Yep.
first one. So
That
awesome. It's on your list too?
Should be.
It should be. I feel like everybody loves that one. The first Incredibles was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a great job with the second one, but something about that first one was just like amazing. And for like the animation at the time, early 2000s, I think around there was it? Early 2000s. They did a phenomenal job. And
Yep.
like the fight scene's cool, and the whole family being superheroes. Love the premise, things like that. So
Yeah. 88.
88.
88. Glass. M. Night Shyamalan.
Glass was the
third.
identity thing, right? No,
Sort of. That was Split.
that was
So
Split.
there was Unbreakable.
Oh yeah. Glass
First
was the
one.
second one, right?
Glass is the third one.
Third.
Unbreakable was
Sorry.
first one. Split
Glass.
second one.
Yeah.
Glass third.
Gotcha. It's part of that trilogy.
Yes.
Yes.
Glass is my favorite, by the way,
Yeah.
out of the three. So, yeah.
Reasoning, just like
Just a
suspenseful?
good, good sci-fi, I guess. But also, I mean, it's thrilling. You get to
yeah,
see all three of the characters sort of
kind of
interact, and it's weird, but it's good.
Yeah. Okay. 88 for me is actually Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. So
Okay.
actually, the remake.
Yeah.
Quote unquote remake. I enjoyed it because they kind of like put a twist to it. So instead of a board game, it's a classic video game. I think it was like a cartridge, so it was like a.
Yeah, it's like a PS1 or not.
It was earlier than that.
Yeah,
it was like a
earlier.
Nintendo 64 thing
Yeah,
or something like
yeah.
that. I don't know what it was, but basically plug in video game, and then it's like, oh, cool. Plus they got The Rock in there, and he's, I don't know, something about the humor that he has in that movie.
Yeah,
It's just
no,
very.
Also, Jack Black.
Also, Jack Black was amazing in there, and Karen Gillan from Doctor Who. I
Yep.
watched Doctor
Oh,
Who,
yeah.
but pretty cool. Yeah, that's mine.
87.
87,
Another comedy. The Hangover.
The Hangover. I think I watched it once, maybe.
Just a classic. Probably would be in most people's top 10 comedies, I think.
For comedies, it was a big one.
Yes.
I feel like.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was early 2000s
But
as well,
yeah,
right?
unfortunately, they made a second and third one.
They-
So-
I didn't watch those. I watched the first
Terrible.
one. I'm like,
Terrible.
That's
but,
enough.
First one's really good.
Yeah.
So.
okay.
Yep.
My 87 is Robots. The
Oh yes.
the animated film
Yeah.
Robots. That one was great.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I didn't realize that Ewan McGregor was the voice actor.
Yeah.
And then later on, I learned about it. What? Obi-Wan is that guy? He's the robot? Great movie. Absolutely love the animation. I know that a lot of 90s kids, especially, will definitely know this.
Yeah.
Movie, Robots, is incredible. Even you.
I grew up watching it because
Even
we had the
early
disc. We
2000s.
had the car trips to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Watched Robots and
Robots was amazing.
Incredibles and yeah.
Yeah. So, 86.
86 Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't
Love
even
it.
know. I don't have to say that much. It's popular. It's got a great soundtrack.
Yep.
Good action movie. Marvel
Yep.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Marvel movies go,
Yeah.
very solid.
Lot-
Very rewatchable. I mean,
Yes. I feel like all three of them can be
Yeah,
rewatched
yeah.
a lot. A lot of people love Guardians of the Galaxy. So, even seeing snippets of them in Avengers is like, yes!
Mhm.
So,
Loved it.
let me see. For me, 86 is the first Iron Man to kind of
Okay.
strangely tie up with the MCU, but first Iron Man, absolutely incredible. Love it. Just seeing like the origins. I love my origin stories, right?
Mhm.
So like the first Iron Man's really cool. Seeing him being decked out in like the first suit, trying to escape the the underground prison, so to
Yeah.
speak, prison, and seeing him forge his first heart, like the whole crystallized thing. So I'm like, oh, something about it is just perfect.
It's just interesting to see from Iron Man 1 all the way till now when they
with the Endgame.
because you have that
Like
first
that
red
whole
suit and it's like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
But then once they get to now,
Yeah.
And it's just like,
hey, it's nanotech. You like
yeah,
it?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, 85.
85, another
Yeah.
comedy,
Uh-huh.
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod. I don't think I've seen that.
Wow, you
Yep.
got to watch some comedies because Hot Rod is great. Andy Samberg,
Okay.
Bill Hader,
Uh-huh.
Danny McBride, yeah,
Hot Rod.
Isla Fisher.
Okay.
So, do you know The Lonely Island? They
I-
like make music or whatever, but it's kind
yeah.
of their
Vibe.
yeah. But it's mostly about Andy Samberg. Ian McShane is in it.
Hmm.
He's the dad, but Hot Rod's great.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. My 85 is Scooby-Doo Witch's Ghost. So this is actually, I know, not a lot of people know about this one. Exactly.
I honestly I've probably seen it because I watched so many Scooby-Doo movies, but like
right.
I don't remember it.
It's basically set in, I think it's a Pennsylvania town, so this was like a coastal city basically, and it's all about this author trying to dig up the histories of witches basically.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out he's, quote unquote a warlock, and he tries to dig up a book that summons a spiritual witch, basically. So it's one of the Scooby-Doo movies where the threat is real, quote unquote real.
Okay.
And it's an actual spirit, and they actually have to like reverse the curse, that kind of thing. But I personally enjoy it, and I've seen Scooby-Doo too many times to count, so that's why it's on my list. So 84.
84. This is an older movie, sort of, 1980. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, an older
This
movie.
was
Yeah, definitely.
the inspiration for The Hateful Eight. Which,
it was?
yes.
Really?
You can
Okay.
actually hear some of the same soundtracks in both.
Oh.
Because Tarantino in The Hateful Eight, pays an homage to this movie.
a
Great.
big-
I actually just rewatched it with some of my friends,
It's a big movie.
and it holds up.
Nice.
It's a very good old movie.
That's awesome. 84 for me is the second Home Alone.
Okay, yeah, with Donald
Yep.
Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. He's still
Yeah.
relevant, apparently, ever
Yep.
since then. I don't know. I just classical hijinks in Christmas time. I don't know. Just like something about it is. I just like to rewatch it. I mean, I don't watch it during the summer or
Yeah.
during the fall. It's like only a
almost can't.
winter
Yeah.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I always rewatch the Home Alone movies during Christmas time, and I'm like, I'll include it.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's good.
all right, 83.
83. This is probably on a lot of people's top 50, but mine is Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, oh, why didn't I include that one? Oh, I'm a doofus. I love that one.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be amazing, and it was pretty
I've
good.
talked about it.
So,
It's very
Yeah.
dystopian and well,
it kind of branches off
futuristic.
branches
I'll
off
say
the
futuristic.
first one because
Yeah.
there's the older one
with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, young Harrison Ford.
Mhm.
And so then, this is with Ryan Gosling and
Well, actually, Harrison Ford does appear in.
yep,
Yeah, but obviously
he's in it for like 20 minutes though. But yeah,
right. But man, just like the world building in that and the atmosphere and the sounds,
yeah.
so cool.
And directed by Denis Villeneuve, who also does Dune, and you can kind of see the same parallels
Okay,
between
yeah.
those two films, kind of the slow building,
Yes, definitely.
world building.
Oh, nice.
But yeah,
Very cool. 83 for me, another Scooby-Doo movie, Monster of Mexico, actually.
yes. Oh,
With
yeah.
the
I remember this
Chupacabra.
one.
So it's very cool. I liked it because it's like, even though it isn't, quote unquote, it's not a monster, it's just a guy under the mask.
Yeah,
I don't know, just like the adventures that they have throughout it.
still
and-
Scooby-Doo.
And it's still Scooby-Doo, like, it's, I don't know, something about the vibes of it, and they're just running back and forth everywhere, so. 82.
82, Anchorman.
Anchorman. The first one?
First Anchorman.
Yeah.
Great. We actually we were talking about this
Literally
right before the
Right before the episode,
Yep.
warming up.
a lot of
The
great.
Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Yeah, very quotable, great
Yes.
characters. I love the fight scene.
Yeah.
The fight scene's probably one of
In
my
the
favorite.
parking lot, right?
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Brick throwing a trident. Just-
Where it's like, Channel 5, you're supposed to be, you're in second place or third place.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you're about to be in dead place.
Dead place. Hey, where'd you get your clothes at? The toilet store?
Why'd you guys say anything?
Why'd you guys...
Even the stupid guy said
Even the
something.
stupid guy said something. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
82 for me is the first Gladiator movie. So
What is that, 82?
82, I know.
It's pretty high. I
For
mean,
me, it's high. That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It's like a lot of these, it might differ between people.
Exactly.
I still love Gladiator, obviously, for the fights.
Oh,
Fight
yeah.
scenes and his journey throughout from... It's just like ups and downs for this guy, for Marcus, basically.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just saying just Marcus.
Yeah.
Hey, good old Mark.
The amount of times where
It's just
I've
up,
been,
down,
uh,
up, down, up, down.
playing basketball and drained a three and then say,
Yeah.
"Are you not
Are
entertained?"
you not entertained?
You know? Yeah.
So yeah, fights, drama, time, like the period piece. You know, it's like it's just definitely a rewatchable film.
There's something about fake
So.
historical films I just love. You know?
Right. Well, like,
It's like-
fictional.
Yeah.
What is it like? Fictional.
Historical fiction.
Historical fiction.
Yeah.
So. 81.
Hitman's Bodyguard. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a comedy action movie. Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson.
That was one of our first movies we saw together.
Yeah, really funny. First time I
Yes.
watched it, I thought it was just hilarious.
Yeah, it's a
And,
funny
uh,
movie.
They have great chemistry between. Cause,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just- yeah, classic Ryan Reynolds.
they work together and a lot of stuff goes wrong, basically.
If you like Deadpool, you would like
Yeah.
Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yes.
I think.
Yes. Same vibes. 81 for me is the first Alien movie.
Nice.
Yes. So all the way back.
1985.
Yeah, I was gonna say 80s maybe.
First, no,
Alien.
is it 70s or 80s?
It might have been 79, 80 ish, maybe late 70s. 79. There we go.
yep.
79. Yeah, first Alien movie was great. A lot of the same thing of like suspense, but like it really builds horror with sci-fi.
Yep.
Where it's like a lot of these crew members are going missing, but they all know that it's like, okay, there's a threat somewhere, and they all try to find it one by one, and they get picked off one by one. So, really great stuff, and the alien design was terrifying. So,
Yeah.
80.
80. Memento. Christopher Nolan's first big movie, I think.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah,
kind
just
of-
this kind of a sci-fi, but it's like
Memento.
you are.
It looks kind of.
It's a movie that works backwards.
Oh,
So you start at the beginning,
really?
and then
Start at the beginning.
it starts at the beginning, and then it ends back at the beginning. So you it kind of
Oh.
explains what happens throughout.
Kind of like a reverse
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
And so
Interesting.
yeah,
All right.
Nolan. So he made this one, then he made The Prestige,
Oh, okay.
and then
That's a good
I
one.
think he
That's
went
a good
on
one.
to making the
Prestige,
Batman movies.
Prestige is on my list too.
Me too.
So.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Number 80 for me is one that most people might not know about, Pan's Labyrinth, which
Oh.
is a Spanish movie, actually.
That's on my to watch list.
Oh, really?
Yep.
It's really good. It's I think it's during, what was it, World War II? I don't know. It's definitely, is it World War II? Yeah. So it's basically, it's kind of hard to really put it in a genre. It's kind of like fantasy blended with
War.
what?
War.
With war in a way, where it's like it's definitely during the whole like Nazi invasion stuff, and I forget where it's set specifically, what country it is, but it blends fantasy with history, which is like that's kind of weird, but it is a weird movie, but I enjoy it.
Spain.
Huh?
Spain.
Spain. It is in Spain. Okay, so it's really cool. It's unique. It's very niche, and there's some like some creepy parts, but there's also some like whimsical fantasy stuff. So
Yeah. 79.
79.
The Big Lebowski.
I
Jeff
think I've
Bridges.
seen snippets of it.
Jeff Bridges. I can't remember what the big guy's name is.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh.
it just follows Jeff Bridges' character throughout.
Mm.
And yeah. Bowling,
Big
yeah.
Lebowski. Bowling. Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
they're-
bowling.
well, it's
movie.
It's not really about bowling.
Oh, okay, okay.
Most of the scenes or not most of the scenes, but there's like a repeating.
Huh?
It's like
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Okay.
That's what it is. John Goodman's great. Yeah,
Okay.
just recently watched it. It's
Nice.
pretty good.
Rewatch. 79 for me is actually a horror film called The Nun.
Oh,
The first
okay.
one.
Yeah.
Very creepy, and I kind of considered putting this in my list or not, but I'm like, you know what? I'll put it in there because it's part of the Conjuring universe, and the more that I rewatch it, the more that I appreciate it. Obviously, there's a few scenes that I'm just like,
Yeah.
kind of iffy about, but like as a story, like I'm trying to think of it as a storyline.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, So, number 78.
78. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This was the new Tarantino movie, his 10th movie
Hmm.
that he came out with 2018, 2019.
Okay.
I guess I say that, but
So
it's
more of
2024.
a recent one.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's kind of an homage to filmmaking in the 50s and 60s. It
Mm.
follows Leonardo DiCaprio's character, who is this actor who was really good, really famous
Yeah.
in the 50s, but now it's like the late 50s, and people don't want to hire him anymore, so he kind of has to do another breakout
Okay. Nice.
film. And it also has Brad Pitt, who is his stuntman. So a lot of the action scenes are with him, and he's kind of
Yeah.
beating up guys. And
That's awesome.
yeah, no, great movie.
All right. My 78 is Spider-Man 2.
Ooh,
So this is all the way Tobey Maguire,
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2
Yeah.
with Doc Ock.
yeah. My Spider-Man 2 is up the list.
Pretty up there, yeah. It's, I don't know, something about Tobey Maguire movies. I love rewatching them. Doc Ock's really cool because you get a villain that is not quite a full villain,
Yeah.
where it's like his arms kind of take control of him, and that's why he's quote unquote evil.
Yeah.
And he's not a bad guy.
He's a great portrayal of that.
Of a sensible, quote unquote, a sensible villain.
You kind of have that in Sandman too,
A little bit.
with Spider-Man 3. But Doc Ock is great.
He was great. All right, 77.
Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith, Jane Smith.
Oh yes. Okay, sure.
So
Yeah.
this one follows Chris I forget
With
what
his
last
kid.
name is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Chris Gardner. This is a true story, I believe, right?
Based on
a
it.
true story.
Okay.
Just a great,
Yeah.
emotional, heartfelt film.
Definitely.
Good.
My 77. Back again to Scooby-Doo: Legend of the Vampire.
Okay.
So this is based in Australia, and basically it's about some rock bands coming together for a concert.
I have seen this one. Yep, I remember this.
Yeah, and of course this quote unquote vampire steals all the band members, and Scooby Doo and his gang have to, investigate. Oh, what really is the vampire? Is it actually real? And classic Scooby Doo version is like, no, not really, but it's still a good movie, and it's with the Hex Girls, I think, right? Hex Girls, and I forget it was like two skinny dudes, and like it's Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
What can you say? But I love Scooby Doo stuff. So, all right.
76, Uncut Gems with
Gems.
Adam Sandler. This was one of his serious roles. He is, I don't know. It's about,
Uncut Gems.
it's sort of about his gambling addiction. It's about a guy
2019.
with a gambling addiction, honestly. And
Okay.
he makes a lot of these really high-risk moves throughout, and he keeps getting deeper and deeper, but then he also has some wins, too.
Yeah.
Great ending act where
Okay.
you just kind of it's weird because you're just like he's a terrible person, but like you are kind of rooting for him because you kind of want him to get out of this situation.
Right.
But in order for him to get out of the situation, he has to keep it's good. I need to rewatch that one because it's really good.
Sounds interesting. My number 76 is The Grudge. So this is a Japanese horror film, and it's early 2000s, I want to say. And The Grudge is how would I explain it? Really, it's basically like a Japanese curse in a way. That's part of a household.
Yeah.
And basically, whoever goes into this house has to I don't know, face against this entity in a way and try to find how to, get rid of her pretty much. And I think there's like 3 I think, right?
3 movies.
3 movies of The Grudge. So, but yeah,
Many remakes.
and yeah, remakes.
Yeah, Scary Movie 4 does a parody on
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
but
All right, 75.
We ready?
75. Yep.
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, good one. That's
Yep.
the best Thor.
It is the best Thor.
It's
definitely. I mean, it's not that hard to beat Thor 1 and Thor 2, but
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, probably
It-
it's a different director than the other two.
That
So,
and it also delves into the mythology of Thor. With,
Yep.
With Ragnarok
With-
being an actual event
Yeah.
in Norse mythology, so that was really cool.
yep.
75. 75. Okay, here we go. Another Japanese horror, The Ring.
Okay, yep.
Actually, this is the one with the girl with the long hair calling out of the well. The video being like 7 days and all that stuff. Basically.
Scary Movie 3 parody.
Yep, they parodied that too. Yep. So if you know, you know. Yeah. 74.
74 Watchmen.
Watchmen.
DC.
DC. That's what it is.
This
yeah.
is a 3.5 hour long movie, and
Is
it's
that long?
at least 3. I know that.
Wow.
Very long.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one on the left, yeah. The one on the
I
right's
don't-
the show. Yeah, that one.
I don't
So it's
think
kind of
we've
it kind of
watched it.
follows
I've watched it.
You've
uh,
watched it, yeah.
Owl. I don't know what it's. I don't. Even, I have to watch, but like the owl guy.
The owl guy.
But it has Rorschach and basically this another guy that's basically invincible and is I don't know. It's really interesting, and all the scenes with Rorschach are awesome. There's a great prison fight scene.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah,
All right.
great movie.
74 for me is Dune 2. So the second Dune.
Mine's really highlight.
Yeah.
But,
I kind of assumed, yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah, first Dune was good. It was good. I really, for me, I enjoyed the world building. But Dune 2 was absolutely incredible.
yes.
Him riding the sandworm or whatever it's called. Is it sandworm?
Yeah.
I mean, sandworm's from Beetlejuice too, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a worm in the sand. So him doing that and the whole fight at the end, I especially like that, like the duel between him.
Austin Butler's character.
Yeah,
I don't know what his name is.
it was incredible and just the world
Yeah.
building is incredible. And I barely purchased the first Dune book like a few months ago, so I still need to read the book. But
I do too.
so far, the movies are incredible. So
Yeah.
73.
73 Liam Neeson, The Gray.
Oh yeah,
Plane crash.
survival. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
it's
true. Yeah,
yeah. Everyone, I like it because you. What movie were you talking about? Alien. Where one person kind of gets picked off at a time, and
Yep.
this one does a good job of kind of showing their stories a little bit and what they're like
Mm-hmm.
till the end. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I haven't seen that in a while, but that's a great one. Let me see here.
it's probably my favorite Liam Neeson movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Besides Star Wars.
Phantom Menace. It's
Phantom
probably
Menace.
better than Phantom Menace. Taken is overrated. You know what? It's just
Yeah,
whatever. The
yeah.
next go.
73 for me is the second Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay,
So,
nice.
very, very cool. Action packed, a lot of humor. Sci-fi blended with comedy. It's just incredible. Everybody just loves every single one of the group.
Kurt Russell,
Kurt,
right?
yeah, Kurt Russell being
Ego.
Ego. That's what his name is. Yeah, controlling the whole planet and whatnot. And I don't know. Everybody did such a good job. I feel like. I don't know. Enough said.
It's good. Yep.
72.
72. Little Miss Sunshine.
No, haven't seen it.
This movie is about a family, kind of a dysfunctional family that goes on this long car ride for one of their daughters, and
Okay.
Steve Carell is in it.
What year is
Paul
it?
Dano.
2006.
2006. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
All right. Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And
A lot of drama.
yeah, it's kind of a comedy
Okay. yeah.
dramedy,
Interesting.
but
Okay.
yeah, it's good and ending's great.
Mm.
Paul Dano's great in it.
Nice. 72 for me is Insidious: The Last Key. So this is the fourth Insidious.
Is this the newest one?
No, that's the Red Door.
Red Door. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the fourth
I
Insidious movie.
probably have seen that. I don't think I've seen the Red Door, but I think I've seen the last.
Last Key is like this kind of like this decrepit hand with like keys at the end,
yep.
and pretty much it's like a creature trying to like almost like ensnare people to keep in its own personal prison in a way. Yeah, it's like a very ghastly figure. Very cool concept. I feel like it's very cool where it's like it takes people away, but not like forever, quote unquote forever. It just kind of takes it. So 71.
71, The Truman Show.
Yes.
Jim Carrey, one of his best roles.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
yeah.
good one.
And what I heard was if you read the book is more of a horror book.
Really?
And
because he's trapped and stuff?
And honestly, yeah, I mean, you can kind of see that. And I think if I rewatch it, it'll be interesting just to kind of pick up on, yeah, you know, this is actually really creepy because it kind of controlled this one person's life.
Yeah.
Everyone else, it's almost...
it almost gives me vibes of like 1984 with Big Brother always watching kind of thing. And the leader, the director, you know, the main guy, he's watching this guy from infant all the way to adult, and it's just like it's a little creepy. But
like you could see the main director as the main character, but you also have to think like the people that are acting in this the whole time are almost worse because they are deceiving him, and like
and
his best friend.
They know the truth.
His best friend has been deceiving him for his whole life. So that's almost even worse. But yeah, next.
On the flip side, on 71, I have Sing 2.
So I haven't seen that one. I saw the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah, so this is another animated film, and the songs are phenomenal, and the finale is just incredible. And it's for me, I love Sing 2 because of the last. Well, I mean, like the whole movie's good, a lot of funny moments and stuff, but just like the last performance that the group plays is very emotional. You know, so very very cool. Basically, like this retired singer from back in the day has a comeback, basically, but it's like very emotional for him. But I enjoyed it. Yeah, good songs, stuff like that. So
I like Sing 1 because Sing 1 had Chop Suey in it. So
yeah, that's true. It did. 70.
Prometheus.
Prometheus,
which is 2012.
Yeah.
This is Ridley Scott. Kind of based on the Alien universe. Sort of. I mean, it is. It's about Alien, and it's about the origin story of that and where it comes from. But
the first crew interacts with the first alien eggs, basically, right? If I'm thinking correctly, because I remember them like seeing the whole nest. Basically.
Yeah, it's also kind of about meeting the people too, because they have like the weird. I don't know what they're called, but they're. They almost
not quite.
They look like the Harkonnens from Dune. But
a little bit. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I know what you mean, though.
But yeah, Michael Fassbender is great because he's like the AI guy.
Yeah,
David.
Yeah, it's all kind of coming back to me now.
But yeah, no, a lot of people do not like this movie. I
enjoyed it actually.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. 70 for me is the third Guardians of the Galaxy. So I feel like third Guardians of the Galaxy is more emotional than the other two, quote unquote emotional, with Rocket's backstory and stuff like that. I mean, you still get the comedy and you still got the hijinks of the whole crew, but something about like Rocket's backstory and them, even though they're in it for whatever reason, personal reasons, they still group together for each other. So, yeah. Number 69.
69 is another Ridley Scott movie. It's 2 in a row. Kingdom of Heaven. Just actually watched this. So this is about the Crusades. So it talks about the Crusaders. Yeah.
Kingdom of Heaven.
Orlando Bloom.
Okay.
And
we
so it's about the religious wars and
Right. Well, it's Crusades, so.
the
Okay, I don't think we've seen this
Ottoman
one, yeah.
Empire. Is it the Ottoman?
No,
it's-
No, that doesn't sound right. Is it somewhere in Spain or something like that?
Muslim. It was just
Middle
Muslim
East?
armies growing, and it's kind of pushing back against the Crusades.
Okay.
So then it kind of shows,
Interesting.
great
Kind of
battle scenes,
Ferocious side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Number 69 for me is Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
For me, I really like that. It's another musical, but it is incredible. It has Patrick Wilson. It has Gerard Butler.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah.
has who's the actress for that one? I can't
Emmy
remember. Huh?
Watson.
Huh?
Emmy.
Emmy? Yeah. But anyway, Phantom of the Opera, very cool. I think it was early 2000s around there. Patrick Wilson with long hair. That's kind of weird to see, but he did a great job. And the songs are absolutely incredible, but of course I like musicals and all that stuff, so if you're not a musical person, you probably won't like it. Very cool too, because it's like Victorian England, so
Yeah.
cool setting. I always enjoy Victorian stuff, so.
Yeah.
All right, number 68.
68 Prisoners.
Prisoner.
Hugh Jackman.
Mm.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, okay. Is this also early 2000s?
This is 2009.
2013.
13.
13. Oh, okay.
So these fathers have their daughters, they're abducted, so then Hugh Jackman he's a vigilante basically,
Okay.
takes people that he suspects, and he kind of, I guess he tortures them or whatever, or he just tries to figure out, he's doing everything he can.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Gyllenhaal is the detective, and he's also doing the same thing, so it's a detective movie, but
Okay, I like that.
yeah, it's
Interesting.
very brutal. And the ending is great. Great final reveal.
Nice. 68 for me is Van Helsing.
Nice. Yes.
Mhm. Yes.
Hugh
Great-
Jackman.
Yes, there you go.
Yep.
Hugh Jackman. This is another vampire werewolf movie, basically. It's basically just, you get like Frankenstein's monster right in the beginning. You get this whole thing of Van Helsing trying to track down Dracula. And then the whole thing with like being bitten by the werewolf, curses like that. I'm like, it's such a action-packed movie.
Yeah.
And the final scene with them, werewolf versus vampire, it's such a good fight. It's
Also,
so
like
cool.
one of the beginning scenes where
And it's black and white in the beginning.
yeah,
Yeah.
when he's fighting the giant guy.
Yeah, that's in the beginning.
That is
Yeah.
that was such a good
Jekyll
intro
and
scene.
Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's pretty much fighting a giant in like this bell tower. Almost.
Yeah.
So very cool. Oh, also, Dracula's servants, like the bat
The
people.
wives?
I forget what they're called.
Oh yeah.
Really cool stuff. Very cool mythology build. So 67.
67. Jim Carrey, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Haven't seen
This
it.
is more of a drama,
Okay.
but very interesting story because it kind of talks about what if you could erase a part of your memory, like
Oh, okay.
because this was a great thing, but then it ended up
So it's
because
like
it's about his relationship with Kate Winslet's character.
it's a conceptual.
Yeah,
movie.
and so it's like I want to take that back, and then,
Okay.
so then
I like that. That's cool.
yeah,
It makes you think, basically.
yeah.
Okay. I like that.
But it's I would definitely recommend it. I think
Cool.
I would definitely recommend it too. But
Yeah. Elijah Wood's in it.
yeah, Elijah
Dang.
Wood, and so is Spider-Man.
Oh, that's
what's-
amazing.
Oh,
Mary Jane Watson.
Mary Jane Watson. Wow.
What's her name?
Stacked.
Kristen.
Kristen
Dunst,
Stewart.
Kristen Dunst.
Or Dunst. Oh.
Yep.
No, Stewart is a. Well, anyway.
Vampire
Where are we
movies.
at?
Not the vampire.
67,
What's-
right? Insidious, The Black Door.
Okay.
So that's the newer Insidious,
Yeah, okay.
and that kind of delves more into what's behind, everybody's, Black Door, which is really cool. I like the concept of the Black Door. The Red Door, because I know that there's like Black Door in something else.
Yeah.
A podcast that I had. Red Door is really cool, where it's just the same concept of if you're trapped behind and behind these red doors with a spirit, like a demonic spirit. It's a little. You don't want that, basically. So
The Insidious movies are the scariest movies, like jump scare wise, like
jump scare wise, yes,
and that's
it's-
why I like them because like
yeah.
jump scares get me,
If you
and
want,
that's why I kind of want to watch them.
if you want a jump
It's
scare
like-
movie, Insidious one's perfect.
I remember like watching Insidious 1 through 3,
Yeah.
and each one
Yeah,
got like more jump scares, and like
Yeah.
you could look it up
Yeah,
online
yeah.
too, where it's like they actually purposely do that, and
Yeah.
it's like,
the first Insidious was perfect for that.
and I don't know if it was my friend that said like his heart rate was like
It just
the
went-
whole for like the whole 2 hours or however long it is.
He was just like,
Yeah, because they have like a jump scare every like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and it's just like
It's a lot.
Boom. Yeah. 66. This is on my underrated, highlighted as underrated. Bad Times at the El Royale.
another Western.
No,
No,
this
really?
is.
It sounds like it.
It does actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is about. Is that a hotel or motel? But it's set in the 70s, I think.
Okay.
And
okay.
yeah, Jeff Bridges, John
Interesting.
Hamm.
Is it like an action movie or?
It's a drama
Drama?
thriller.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth is in it. Yes.
Okay.
Photo.
And
like young Chris Hemsworth.
no, this was made 2017,
Oh
18.
wow.
18.
18. Dang.
and yeah, no, it's a great slow build movie.
Ooh, I like
So-
those. Yes.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours 45 minutes.
Ah.
And so
nice.
if you liked The Thing or you like Hateful Eight,
Yeah.
you would like this movie.
Cool. I like
It's got a great story build. Jeff Bridges is great in it. John Hamm's good. I mean, yeah, I just like the story. It takes a weird, like, it builds and then it kind of takes this, like, oh, what's actually going on here? And I think that's why some people kind of are like, oh, I didn't like the movie. But
okay.
I really liked it.
Nice. 66 for me is second Beetlejuice. So the one that came out this year, actually. It's just, I really love it. I don't know. The great sequel. Like, a lot of people were kind of nervous about it because it is the second movie and the first Beetlejuice was like
90s.
in 90s, like a while ago. But it lived up to the expectation. A lot of comedic
80s.
moments. 80s. Yeah, there you go. And good storyline. Yeah, I feel like some people were like, "Oh, what's going on?" But it's just like,
Yeah.
come on, it's not that hard to follow. It's just
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. So, 65.
65, Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade.
Ooh,
This
nice.
is my favorite, I think.
favorite Indiana
Yes,
Jones?
it is my favorite
Yeah.
Indiana Jones movie. Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Yes.
Yes. And,
Can't go wrong with him.
Yeah. Harrison
yeah.
Ford. Great story. I like the kind of the religious aspect of kind of trying to find the Grail and
Yeah.
kind of looking at the Knights Templar a little bit and
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
yeah, and then mixed with Indiana Jones action. Steven Spielberg. Great.
Classic.
Yep.
Yeah. 65 for me is the third Conjuring, actually.
The third one.
Third one. Third
Devil
Conjuring.
Made Me Do
Devil
It.
Made Me Do It,
Yes.
which is based on witchcraft, actually. They kind of took a spin on the what's his name? It's the murderer guy. Basically, it's based off of one of the Warrens' files that they had, and then they're like, oh yeah, oh Devil Made Me Do It. It's like, okay, really? So they pretty much take a spin on that with like witchcraft, and it's interesting how they used it's not a relic, it's totem. There you go. Yeah, totems, which is a huge thing in witchcraft and Wiccan and all that stuff. So I thought it was cool the way that they did it, and the ending scene with them at the altar, the satanic altar, was like really intense. I feel like very intense, and the way that they portrayed the demon at the end as like a doppelganger, but a demonic doppelganger. So it's like very creepy looking. So
Yeah.
64.
64, first Transformers movie.
Yes, that's a good one.
Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, first one's so good.
First one's great.
Yes,
Second and third one are still pretty good.
they're decent, and they're
Um,
still making.
I think my favorite one's actually the third one, so it's up there.
Third one. Is
Third
that
one's
Dark of the Moon? Yeah.
I thought the story was good. I like, yeah, but I'll get into that later.
I like the story.
But yeah, first one's great.
Nice. Like it. 64 for me is Spirited Away. So this
is on my watch
That's
list.
a watch
So,
list. Oh yeah. So this is a Studio Ghibli film. Yeah, so animated. Really cool story. Basically, like this. How old is she? Like a little girl,
10 years old.
10-ish or whatever. She gets pretty much transported into a alternate
Earthly
realm, pretty much. The Spirited Away is basically like take your world and kind of like twist it a little bit. And I don't know, just something about it. And this is where the little fuzzy,
Little fuzzy
like
balls.
yeah, like black fuzz balls basically come into play. Spirited Away is also No Face. No Face is a big thing
Popular.
where it's just like a black silhouette and then like a white mask with like two, like if you look up Spirited Away, you'll see it. Yeah. All right, number 63. There you go.
63, Baby Driver.
Oh yeah,
It's kind
That's
of
the
a
one I was gonna
musical
do. Yeah,
action bank robbery
yeah.
movie.
Super
Jamie
young.
Foxx.
Super young guy.
Yeah.
Gets involved in a crime
Yeah.
scene.
He's great. Like, yeah.
Crime
He's like
circle.
this Rain Man of driving cars.
Yes.
Great driver. And it's like based on what he cues up for the music, which is kind of cool. Jamie Foxx is great in it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I think Jamie Foxx is one of the most talented people ever. Because he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's a comedian, he's a musician, and he's an actor, and he's
Mhm.
good at almost all of it.
All
so-
around talents,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. No, he's great.
The
He's a great villain.
Soundtrack for that
Soundtrack's
was
great.
Great.
Uh,
Great choice.
Yeah, who else? Kevin Spacey's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That was a good
what
one.
else?
It's a good film.
I feel like I'm missing someone.
Huh?
And so he has a weird.
Mm.
I mean,
John Hamm is in it. That's who's in it. Yeah.
Ansel Elgort is the main guy.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw his face. But yeah,
Right.
I was thinking of John Hamm.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Okay. 63 for me is The Hobbit: Battle of the Five Armies. So, a lot of people are up and down on The Hobbit.
Yeah.
This is like, for me, this is the first Middle Earth themed movie for me, obviously. Hobbit: Battle of the Five Armies for me kind of took some time, actually. When I kept rewatching the Hobbit trilogy, it took me a while because like I've read the books and I mean, if you guys are watching this on my channel, you know that my Tolkien stuff is just half of my channel. So Hobbit was hard to get into, but Battle of the Five Armies was really cool, especially at the battle itself. And I watched the extended version, so there's more of the battle, more of the funeral of Thorin, Fili, and Keely. All that stuff, really cool. Death of Smaug at the beginning. Really cool key moments.
Yep.
So, 62.
62, Jack the Giant Slayer.
Oh, really?
Have you seen
on
this?
there? Yeah, I have actually.
Ewan McGregor.
I have it DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love this film.
Yeah.
It's a great fantasy movie.
I didn't expect that from you.
And
actually.
I know. Well, I think this is also kind of like a movie that people would put like, oh, I didn't really like it, or that's probably most of it. Like most people wouldn't be like, oh, it's the greatest movie ever. But I thought it was really good, and
it's a fun.
I
adventure.
like the.
Who's the
This is like one of the instances where they have this like.
Who's the main character for that? Nicholas
Oh,
Hoult.
yeah, Nicholas Hoult, yeah.
Yeah.
And Davy Jones, voice actor.
Oh, Bill Nye.
Bill Nye. He is great. He's the villain.
Yeah.
And Ian McShane.
Uh-huh.
And there's another one.
Yeah.
Is Hugh Grant in it? No, I don't think so.
No.
But there's another guy.
But it's
Anyway,
a good adventure film.
It's great.
Good,
And
good fantasy stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great story from start to finish.
Yes. Yeah. 62 for me is Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. So back at it again with origin stories with Luke and Ben and Vader and all that stuff. It's for me, I like to see, where everything kind of stemmed from. You get Vader where everything on Star Wars is, well, not everything, but so a majority of Star Wars is based off of Vader, so it's really cool to see him back in 77, I think it is, 1977, of Star Wars. So I don't know, just a good classic underdog tale, with the rebellion.
Can't forget about the main character, Greedo.
Greedo.
Well,
Yep. Fried up Greedo.
Yep.
And the whole the classic scene of Han and Jabba. You know, Han stepping
Yeah.
over Jabba, and it's like, huh, good editing, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, 61.
61. Dumb and Dumber. Jim Carrey.
That's on my list.
A lot of Jim Carreys from 60 to 80 here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Dumb and Dumber's great. Actually rewatched it, and this is a movie that holds up every time because
It's great.
I've seen it 100 times, and
Uh-huh.
I still laugh at them
Yeah.
in the shaggin' wagon or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, Shag and Wagon. Yeah, but I mean,
Uh,
for us as a family,
Yeah.
how many times have we watched
We've
it?
seen it as a family probably 10 times at
Yeah,
least.
per year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
hmm
61 for me is Back to the Future. So the first one. So I
Mhm.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good.
I don't know, just something about the vibes about it. For me, it holds up where I can watch it start to finish, no problem. It's just like a weird situation that Marty goes into. So it's like, I don't know, how is he gonna get it back? And then there's some jokes here and there, and I don't know,
Mhm.
just overall a well written film. So
Yeah.
60.
Gladiator. First one.
There you go.
So we already had touched on this.
we kind of
but,
touched on it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I will have my vengeance.
There
That's
you
all
go.
I can say.
60 for me is The Prestige. So
Wow,
there
that's
it
at
is.
60?
It's at 60.
You're telling me you have 59 movies better than The Prestige.
For me, that I would rewatch over The Prestige, yeah. I know. That's what
That
I'm
is
saying.
a terrible take. That is
that's-
one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life.
Prestige is a good movie, but
It's
I mean,
amazing.
it's a good movie. I know.
All
I
right.
know.
I can't wait to hear 59 through 1.
It's all based on personal decisions here. I know.
Wow.
Oh, disappointed. So yeah,
I'm very
Prestige.
disappointed.
Prestige. How far along is it? Past 50, I'm assuming, for you. So Prestige, I guess, as a vague storyline, I guess, is a movie about magic. in
Two
a way.
magicians trying to duel each other.
Pretty much
sort of.
outdo each other. But I'm going to save that for part 2 so that you can talk more about it because you enjoy it more than me.
Yes,
So,
I love it.
59.
59, Spider-Man No Way Home.
No Way Home. That's a good one.
So,
All right.
No Way Home is the third installment.
Mhm.
And, it was great to see Sandman again. Great to see finally a good version of Electro with Jamie Foxx. Wasn't
Mm-hmm.
as stupid as The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is a terrible movie.
And it's just good to see Toby again.
Oh, and of course Willem Dafoe as
And-
Green Goblin,
right.
which they kind of focused on him.
Yeah,
more.
which was great actually. Like
He's great.
He fit. He just right back into it again. Like
Probably top
Yes!
5 actor all time for me. Love
He's-
Willem Dafoe.
he's incredible.
So yeah,
All right. Yeah. 59. We already talked about Thor Ragnarok. So we kind of already talked about it. Mythology, Thor, all that stuff.
Odin, and you get to see a little bit more
Odin.
of Odin's side a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of the tricksy
Yeah.
side of Loki, all that stuff.
Yep.
Hela or Hell, as some people
Yeah.
say. Really cool stuff. Really cool dynamics between everybody.
Especially Matt Damon with his
Yeah.
10-second cameo.
Oh, that
being-
was incredible.
Yeah.
I loved it. I
Yep.
like the whole staged play. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, 58.
58, The Fantastic Mr. Fox. This is a
haven't
Wes
seen it.
Anderson animated film.
Okay.
This anyone can watch this. If you're 3 years old or 80,
Anybody,
you will
yeah.
you will love this movie because it's very creative. It's very friendly. It's really funny.
Okay.
Great cast. It's got
Uh-huh.
Willem Dafoe,
Interesting.
Brad
okay.
Pitt.
Fantastic
No,
Mr.
no, no.
Fox.
Not Brad Pitt. It has another Ocean's 11 guy.
Oh, wow.
What's his
okay.
name?
So it's a stacked cast.
Bill
though.
Murray. Oh,
Bill
just
Murray. Dang.
yeah.
All right.
Here, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
Owen Wilson.
Wow. George Clooney.
George Clooney's the main character.
Wow. Okay. Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson. Willem Dafoe. Wow.
Adrian Brody's in it, I think.
Wow. Yeah, that's a stacked cast. Cast.
But yeah,
Wow.
so this is a
Michael
Wes.
Gambon. Wow.
This
okay.
is a Wes Anderson movie, so a lot of those same guys are in a lot of his other movies too,
right.
like
Yeah.
Bill Murray. And,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Next.
58 for me was The Mummy, the first one.
No. Yes, I think I have that. That's good.
First Mummy is absolutely incredible. I don't know, just something about. I don't know. It's definitely a fictional piece with Mummy and a little blend of comedy. You know, a little bit in there. I feel like just like the action sequences were great, and the plague or the curse of the Mummy was really cool. I don't know. Just an Egyptian themed movie is always very unique as to how they kind of.
That one needs to be on my list.
Yeah. So.
Why do I not have that?
57.
57. Reservoir Dogs.
Haven't seen it.
This is the first Tarantino movie.
Oh, very first one?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, sort of.
Early.
It's his first one where he wrote and directed.
Gotcha.
And produced.
Okay.
Or whatever. Something like that.
Yeah.
Because he also did From Dusk Till Dawn, but I think he just wrote that one. And he also just wrote True Romance.
Oh, okay.
Which are also really good. Anyways, so this is a movie about before a bank robbery and after. So it doesn't show.
Okay.
It kind of shows. So they all have names, like code names. So like Mr. Blonde, Mr. Pink,
yeah,
Mr. Yeah, whatever. And
Mr. Green, Mr. Blue.
Mr. Green, yeah.
yeah.
Like in the movie, they have an argument about how come I gotta be Mr. Pink? You know, whatever.
yeah.
But yeah,
that's
anyway.
amazing.
It's really good.
Nice.
Great writing. It's all dialogue, and if you know how hard it is to write dialogue,
yeah,
this whole movie is all dialogue.
Oh,
and you know what? It's written so well, and so
reactions. It's just reactions.
Yeah, I mean it's great.
Nice. Okay, I like that. 57 for me is Signs.
Nice.
So this is the M. Night Shyamalan's Alien movie.
It's probably his best movie.
It's
debatably.
It's got to be top, like his top movies. Everybody loves Signs, whether it's horrifying or intriguing, and for me, it's kind of both. I just like the whole idea of aliens showing up in the middle of nowhere. Crop circles, shadowy figures on the roof, shouting at them like, "Hey, get down from there!" And this is. And then the whole tinfoil hat, invading the house.
Joaquin Phoenix,
yes, Mel Gibson.
It's just that's really it because they limited cast. But that's good.
Right? Yeah, the kid actor. I forget the boy's name, boy and girl, because there's a boy and girl in there. They did pretty good too with reactions and stuff. But good movie. It's suspenseful.
Yeah. Also, scary movie 3.
Oh,
but yeah.
All right.
But yeah, next 56 Wedding Crashers. This is a comedy.
I saw that one. Yeah, it's a comedy. I don't think
Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn is so good in this. He's hilarious.
I remember.
Bradley Cooper is kind of the villain in it, but I mean it's not really a villain. It's just
the bad
but yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay. 56 for me is the first Beetlejuice. So all the way back in the late 80s, basically, right? Late 80s, I think. I don't know. Something about first Beetlejuice was really cool, Hey, yo, goes for the most, kind of thing. There's this whimsical bio-exorcist trying to mess with somebody else's lives who, makes a model of the town and stuff. And I don't know, just funny stuff. Like it's a funny take on the paranormal, basically. Yeah. That's why I really love Beetlejuice. So 55.
55 is Beautiful Boy. This is a newer movie. Steve Carell and the son Al Gaib. What's his name?
From Dune.
Timothy Chalamet. It follows basically both of them. Timothy Chalamet. His character. It shows his story, or kind of his path down drugs.
Oh,
and it's just it's
a life story.
Yeah, and it's devastating, and it's really sad, but it's just so devastating. But it's really good.
Okay, I like that. 55 for me. Another musical for me is a Harry Potter sequel.
Wow.
So they made
this is better than The Prestige, by the way.
They made 3 of these. Wow. By the way, yeah, I know it's gonna upset you. I know. I like Harry Potter's sequel because first of all, it's longer. It's 3.5 hours, by the way, and it's a musical, and it's another, obviously a spoof on Harry Potter. I like musicals. I like spoofs.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to it all the time at work. I'll watch it every now and then. For me, personally, it fills it. When I listen to it at work, it fills the gap. It takes 3.5 hours of my time out the window there.
Yeah.
But some people like you might be pissed off.
Yeah.
Because
No, I am. Yeah.
oh, that's
I'm
better
pissed.
than the Prestige.
Yeah.
Hey, for me, it is. Okay, deal with
For
it.
everyone else, it's
Deal,
not.
deal with
But-
it. All right. Deal with it. Deal with it.
But an important thing that you brought up was
Yeah.
it takes you away. Like that's the point of these movies too.
Yeah.
Is the best movies can kind of take you out of how life is. If you have a
Yeah.
bad day,
Yeah.
you watch one of your favorite movies and it
Yeah.
just
Absolutely.
washes away. And so that's an important thing.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree. 54. Almost there,
54.
guys. Almost there.
54 Borat.
Borat. Oh, that's the
Yes,
the foreign guy.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
I like you.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
One of my coworkers is
I have a chair. I have a chair.
He keeps telling me to watch it, and I haven't watched it.
It's
but-
It's a crazy movie.
This is my sister.
This is my sister.
Number was it like?
Yeah.
Number 2 prostitute in the
Number
country.
I get iPod Shuffle. My
Yes.
neighbor also gets iPod Shuffle.
Yeah.
What does he say?
It's just like
He cannot afford.
It's like a
Great
like a-
success. Yeah.
It's a stupid comedy kind of thing.
Yeah,
Right.
sort of. I mean, he kind
Yeah.
of just tours America and makes everyone look like a dumbass, which is he himself is also a dumbass. But it's,
Right.
it's good.
Yeah. Where are we at again? 54?
54, yeah. You're at
54 for me is Blair Witch Project.
Nice. Oh, no, not nice. No,
Not
I
nice.
Don't, I don't like this movie. This is one of the worst movies of all time.
See,
I could make that movie.
a lot of people hate on this movie. A lot of people
Rightfully
hate on
so.
this
Rightfully
movie.
so.
I can see why people hate this movie. I like it because it's a weird niche movie. I like all these B-rated movies. I consider Blair Witch a B-rated movie because it's very like nothing happens until like the last like 10 minutes. Yeah, okay, I get it. It's also like you got to build on the story, the creepy Blair Witch stuff. It's like a documentary. I get it. I like the Blair Witch because of the vibes, the forest, and the weird house out in the middle of nowhere. I won't say anything else because I know a lot of people will be like, "What? Blair Witch? No, boo!" Okay, so next one.
Yeah. Blair Witch, boo.
53.
53. Good Will Hunting.
Is
Great.
that Will Smith?
That's
Or no?
no. This
Which
is
one's that
Good
one?
Will Hunting is Matt Damon, Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. I know it was
This
a
is-
big staple figure.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Robin Williams, really good in this movie.
Good Will Hunting. Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
also-
I've heard of it. I never
Yeah.
watched it though.
So this is what I'd say: watch Good Will Hunting. It's really good.
Yeah.
And then watch Louis C.K.'s comedy bit on Good Will Hunting
Okay.
because it's really funny. Then.
Yeah. Accurate to the.
Yeah, because like Louis C.K. talks about like Matt Damon wrote the movie
Yeah.
and he also starred in the movie.
Oh.
So like
okay.
he's like, oh, I'm a genius,
So
and I get into a lot of fights, and I get all the girls.
plays
you know,
into
it's
the
like-
egocentric.
Yeah. I see an equation on the math board, and I can just figure it out right away, and all these smart people can't. Yeah. So, but yeah.
That's awesome. 53 for me. Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Yes. Oh, Mel Brooks.
Another
Yes.
Mel Brooks film, which
Yep.
obviously spoof comedy on Robin Hood,
Yeah.
obviously, but it's just so many of the jokes are funny.
Dave Chappelle's in it.
Dave Chappelle and like Mel Brooks himself is in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's the rabbi.
I think.
Nip the tip.
Yeah.
I take my little thing. I take your little thing. Nip the tip. Oh, never mind. I got mine already.
I think the first time I ever like cried laughing ever
Yeah.
was when
In the
Blinken when they're fighting
Blinken, yeah.
and he's just like hacking away
Oh,
at the
yeah,
pole the
yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
I think I was just laughing for like 10 minutes. I was probably like 8 years old, but it was so funny.
Hey Blinken, did you say hey Blinken? No, I didn't say hey Blinken. I said hey Blinken. Blinken is one of the best characters
Yes.
in the whole movie. All right, 52.
We should watch that tonight.
We
That'd be
should,
so
actually.
good. Okay.
52.
52.
Yes.
This one you will love.
Oh, boy.
And it's another childhood.
Uh-huh.
This is Mark Nostalgia on my list.
Uh-huh.
Hoodwinked.
Oh,
I
Hoodwinked.
Rewatched
Yes.
it. I rewatched it a year ago.
Yeah. Oh,
Man.
man. That's...
Oh, this is such a... Animation is...
animation
good.
sketchy, but
Story's great.
story's great. Yes.
Funny.
Mm-hmm.
I love all the parts with the wolf because it's so funny. I think it's Patrick Warburton
Really? Okay.
who is
the wolf?
Yep.
The voice
yeah,
actor?
Patrick Warburton is Joe from Family Guy. Or
Who's
he's in
Who's
Seinfeld.
Red Riding Hood? Actually.
Anne Hathaway. Is that
Yeah,
really?
yeah, it is actually. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Exhibit is in it too. But
Yeah. Okay.
there's the guy from MASH.
Yeah.
Anthony Anderson's in it.
Yeah. Detective Bill. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah. No, this is probably my favorite childhood movie.
Hoodwinked is really good.
Yeah.
Like I can see why people might not like it because
yeah.
of the animation.
This is
Yes, I get it. But if you grew up on it,
so good.
classic. Plus the whole thing with like Granny being like this
Oh yeah.
snowboarder
He's like-
on
she's
the
like
mountain.
James Bond. Yeah.
She's just James. Yeah. Let's hiding like her secret identity.
She's like a boxer
and like
skier,
the yodeling
the goat.
Goat.
Oh,
and he always
Did-a.
he sings everything and
Did-a.
he's just like
Yeah.
I sing everything I can, and then she goes like really everything. He goes yeah, and he goes you just talk. And he's like oh did I do. All right, 52 is actually a movie that we literally just watched, The Strangers. So this is actually a Liv Tyler movie.
Okay.
Early 2000s, basically a group, well not really group, 3 people come in and invade a house, basically. But it's a really creepy film where there's not a lot of sound, there's not a lot of music. It's very atmospheric. They made a second one, which I don't really like. We didn't really like it. First one is really cool. It's like just ambience based and like very creepy, very silent. I don't know, just basically an invasion of a home. So creepy stuff. Who made that one? Who directed that one? I forget. I don't know if it was just like a random. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
51,
Last one.
which is the last one on this
This
episode.
part
So,
one.
Part 1. What's the last one you got?
The Big Short.
The Big Short. Huh?
Historical film. It's about the stock market crash,
Oh,
2008.
Oh.
Sort of. Yeah. Sort of. Because
Really?
it's about the housing crisis. But
Big Short.
Ryan
yeah.
Gosling, Steve Carell, Brad Pitt, Christian Bale.
Wow. Okay. Big
It's
names.
definitely a drama, but it's also kind of a comedy too.
Huh. Okay.
But it just shows the progression of what happened, and yeah. I mean, it's really good acting, so the acting helps the story,
right.
and the story is kind of just showing like these people what they like, how they invested, and it's
Yeah.
about like all the housing's like this is crazy,
Yeah.
and like
Right.
if you kind of watch the movie, you're kind of like, oh yeah, this definitely would happen,
Yeah.
because like obviously the crash was surprising to everyone probably.
Yeah.
But then you see like
Devastating
these
to everybody.
analysts going through it, and they're like, we need to buy like a reverse stock or whatever, and that's like, oh,
okay.
that made me so much money, and then it's like, oh, but look at the rest of the country because they didn't know what to do,
Yeah.
and it's like, why are you guys happy? Because everyone else is gonna now suffer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good movie.
All right. 51 for me is The Village. which
Nice.
is-
Oh,
yeah.
that's on my top
It is.
50. So
There you
yeah.
go. Yes, that's another M. Night Shyamalan. And I guess same thing too. We'll save it for the next time. But the whole premise, I suppose, is a village. Obviously, quote unquote, living in a Puritan village. I think it's a Puritan village. So way back in like 1600s time, basically everything's very
Sort of.
simple. Sort of. That's why I say
Yeah,
quote unquote
exactly.
kind of live in that sort of lifestyle. But I suppose we'll
We'll get into that later.
get into that on part 2 of our top 100 movies. Yeah, so obviously we have differed a lot on some
Yeah, we haven't even
movies.
had This was good because
Yeah.
only a couple of them we had in our 51 through 100, but I'm sure we'll have.
I'm sure we'll have a lot of matching ones from 50 and
To
on
one.
to 50,
Yeah.
50 to 1. So this is our pretty much our
I don't know. I think I got some differing ones though.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that'll be good.
I got a few unique ones here and there that may or may not match up, but I think for
Good night.
part one is
I'm going to bed.
settled. Good night, Mom. Yeah, so I guess just stay tuned for part
Sign
two.
out.
We're going to sign out for part two, and hope you guys watch our continuing saga.
Yep. Go home and watch The Prestige.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, watch The Prestige. It's actually really good. It is an underrated film, I think, that not a lot of people know about it.
At least top 59.
Yeah. So go home, watch The Prestige, or any of the movies that we listed. And if you didn't know any of the movies that we knew, go watch it.
Yep.
There's a few that I haven't heard about that I'll probably watch. So
Mm-hmm.
until next time.